gathering remnants. Back riding our last pasture. There's still more than 100 head in here. Me and my good buddy Nehemiah climbing to the top. Saw a group of calves. Got up high over here, saw a group of calves that they gotta come down. No options. So anyways, there's some right up here in these willows. I'm gonna try to bump them out. And then there's some quite a bit of ways higher than these. So I'm gonna kind of get these moving in the direction I want them to go, and then I'm gonna climb up there to the top and get them other ones coming my way. So here we go.
Oh yeah, get short. Definitely get short.
All right, there's some calves right here in this set of aspens. I'm gonna try to bump them that way. Hopefully, Abby's way down there on the fence. Hopefully I can get them to fall down into one of these draws and then slip up there and grab my other ones. But it's like it's up here in the aspens hunting money. Huh? Shh. Shh. Yep. Come on, Red. Ha 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 ha. Hey, cattle. Hey, cattle. We want them to go down the mountain. So the other set I'm after, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 head, and there's a bunch more right up there. So I'm just gonna kind of earmark this group of trees and kind of ease my way up here and try to bump these other ones right down this draw to meet up with these, so I can take them to Abby. We have flat climbed a mountain, buddy. Alright, let's see if there's anything else. I'm gonna count them. So, those calves right there, we'll probably be able to slip down and grab from the top and bring them to the top. But right here, there ain't no getting to the top, right? We just had to come get these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, fellas. It's time to go to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 20 head. They should fall. No, that's 12. They should fall right into those trees. See, there's Abby with our other calves. This is where I left those other ones. That draw. So there's 10 head in there at least. 12 head right here. I don't see anything else at the moment. Horse needs to kind of chill a bit. Abby's probably going to beat me pretty handedly, but we'll see if we can get him to the bottom. Ha! Shh. Hopefully they'll fall right down the draw here. Show me a good way to go. Hey, cattle. Hey, cattle. Shh. Hey, cattle. Don't really. There you go. I want them to hit this draw on the left. Hopefully, man. These trees stink. But it's just, there's no options. It's the trees. That's all we got. Hey, cattle. Hey, cattle. Gotta go down. Dog would be beautiful. Alright guys, so basically what I'm talking about here when I'm talking about Abby beating me by a long shot is basically to the gate. So kind of how we attempt to tackle this big steep country like this is whoever goes high kind of bumps all the cattle down to the person who is low. But since in this video I've had to go so high to get these cattle, Abby's probably going to have just a little trail ride all the way to the gate. Luckily, the way we set it up is Dad drove around and he's kind of coming up behind us. So I also know that he's down there as well. So if any of the cattle kind of backtrack to the right or down there, hit the fence and take a right the wrong way, I know Dad's going to be coming up behind me. So if Abby does beat me to the gate, it's not that big of a deal. She can get it opened for me. Because I know he's coming in behind me. But that's kind of the idea, is we kind of hit the side of that mountain in a diagonal form so that the cattle that bump down from me end up in Abby's cattle.
Come on, Mott. Nice. Thank you, Lord. Try to keep your eyes peeled for anything else. They don't want to go off in them trees neither. Me neither, fellas, ladies, whatever. Perfect. Go ahead, fellas. Shh. That's good. That's a good spot. Shh. It's a good spot. They're gonna side hill right on down. You good? Shh. 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 I want to get in front of them because then I got to climb back up here to get them if they don't go. I do want to be kind of on the side of them, but hey, shh, hey, shh. Once the leaders are going, we should be good. I can also throw a rock a long way, so if that tool needs to come out of the box, I will get it. We want that sucker to snake right down that draw.
Yeah, so it's really hard to see in the video how steep this country really is. And the reason why I'm kind of having to walk back and forth to where the cattle are and trying to get them to move is because it's so steep. And the goal is to save your horse for a really long circle, or the whole day, right? So after we finish this circle, we have to go make another circle on top. And so he's going to have to go miles and miles and miles. So I'm trying right here really hard to not just rawhide my horse and the cattle down the side of this mountain. Normally, they'll just kind of side hill their way down, but every now and then they get really sticky and they just don't want to move, and you kind of got to get a little aggressive with them to get them to want to go down the hill. So that's kind of what you're watching. I'm just trying to kind of ease them down the mountain and take care of my horse, and there towards the end I kind of got to get pretty fast with them to get them to just move down the mountain. Enough cannot be said about the value of a good dog. Period. They are just an invaluable tool in this part of the world.
Water rolls downhill, don't it? Shh! Hey! Get out of that mountain! some dang mountain goats, bruh. Get down there. Gummit. Hey, 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 hey. Shh, 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 shh. Ha! Ha! Shh! Idiot. Get your... Hey! 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 Get off the side of that deal! Ha! 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 Shh! Ooh! 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 Ha! 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 Ooh. Hey, cattle. Hey, cattle. There you go. There you go. Come on, fellas. It's easy. There it is. All right. Very good. Sometimes you gotta get a little silly. Get them to pay attention. Now they're not going the way I need them to right here. I need them to go left. Shh, shh, shh. We're gonna beat that leader. Ooh, ooh, ho, ho, ho. Shh. Ha, ha, ha. Ooh, Nima. Whoa, Nima. Hey, cattle. They need to go down into there. Perfect.
So honestly, guys, usually in a situation like this, the path of least resistance would be to let the cattle find their way down the mountain, and you just kind of stay behind them and keep some pressure on them. The situation that I'm in right now is I have another set of cattle that I need these cattle to join up with, and you'll kind of see this as a theme as we back ride through the summer. It's pretty difficult to find a set of calves really high like this and then get them to join up with another set of calves that they might not even know are there. So these cattle can't see the other set of calves I pushed down in those trees earlier, but I know they're there. So they just want to go the way they want to go, and I'm having to block them in some country that I just don't have the advantage right here. I know, once again, in this video, it doesn't look very steep, but running up and down a grade like this for an hour is really tough on your horse. So my job is to try to get those cattle to find the other set that I need them to find with the least amount of work as possible for my horse. Once again, you'll see this as a theme throughout the summer as we back ride. You'll find a set here and a set there, and you got to get those cattle to find one another so you can get them all to the gate at one time.
Hopefully there'll be a better leader in the group than that ding-a-ling. He keeps going the wrong way. Hey, cattle. Hey, cattle. Come on, Redbone. Come on, Redbone. Honestly, guys, the whip doesn't do a whole lot, but it sure is cool. I think it's cool. Some people don't think it's cool, but I think it's cool. And who cares what some people think? So now I have a bit of a pickle here. Hopefully, these seem to be a little easier controlled, so I'm going to try to push them to those, maybe, but gonna have to kind of see what happens here. I can't see jack crap from down here. Hopefully they'll kind of go together, and I can get them bumped down to the bottom together. So they're not gonna go together. So hopefully, let's see where these are going. Kind of get an idea what it looks like here. They
might all end up in the same spot down there if I just keep them going. This sucks. Sometimes patience is your best friend. If I just let them go and don't work so hard, I can't see Abby anymore. But this draw kind of leads to where I need to go, right? So Abby is on the other side of that big hill right there. I need them to go hit this draw and then go to the fence. So they're kind of doing what I need them to do, and they might just drift right on their own without me killing my horse off. If they do that, that would be super awesome. My horse is already sweating like he climbed a mountain or something. Nehemiah's gonna make a dang good one if he survives. I don't see any up there. Just kind of stay behind everything and keep them drifting my way. And maybe they'll end up where I need them, which is right there. So I'm hoping those 12 head right there, they're trucking right along. Oh, what is that? I bet you that is Dad. Hey, cattle! Shh! Maybe I can put mine with his. Might be Abby. Hey! 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 I got Dad coming up right here, which is awesome. So maybe mine will bump down into his. Hey, cattle! So my other group should be like right there. He should run slam into him with them dogs. Hey! Shh. Hey! Hey! Hey, cattle! Hey, cattle! Shh! Ho! Ho! Oh yeah. Shh. 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 Hip, hip, hip. All right. Oh, that is super steep.
All right, so now we've met up with Dad down in the bottom, and my calves have joined with his calves. And basically what he just hollered to me is to hustle up over the hill and try to keep these cattle out of the aspen trees. So at the end of this draw, there's a big set of aspen trees that we're going to try to bend the cattle around down to the fence so that we can keep them heading our direction, but so we don't have to fight them through the trees. So this would have been our fourth trip into pasture number 2, and each time we've gathered this pasture, we've gathered a different section of it. So the other 3 times, the first time we were just kind of exploring, and the other 2 times we gathered the very top and then the very bottom. And so right now, gathering remnants, we're kind of gathering the more difficult part of the pasture, the real wooded areas, the real steep parts. And so Dad, knowing that this set of woods was going to run into the fence where it did, was very important for us to try to keep our cattle go in the direction we want them to go, but still maintain the path of least resistance without us having to beat them through the trees the whole rest of the way to the gate. Sorry, I didn't. They were running faster than I thought they were. Is that the fence? Oh, sweet. Abby should be at the gate by now. Hey, how far are we from that culvert here, Dad? How far are we from that culvert? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Shh, shh, shh. Ah. Shh. 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 Hey. Dadgummit. Do it for the vine. Oh, you piece of crap. Shh. Ooh. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Kinda having to cowboy him a little bit here. Hey. Shh. We get through there faster than them. Hey, cattle. Hey! Freaking idiot.
So pretty much every time we made a trip from the bottom half of this pasture to the gate, these trees and the trees around the culvert gave us trouble. The cattle could just get through them so much quicker than we could, and you couldn't really stay off the side of them where you could keep pressure to them to keep them on the fence without them just drifting off into these trees. So it's just one of those things where it's going to be challenging every time you go in there. We got better at it as the time went on, but the first couple of times we came through this little section of the pasture, we had cattle get away from us. Luckily, in this trip, I was able to find a few that were kind of just hanging out in the trees as we were coming by.
What? I don't even know why I came. I don't know how I ended up way over here. Man, there ain't no way through here.
So my goal trying to get through those thick woods was so that I could stay on the side of the cattle. Now what you're looking at here is we found ourselves on the trail with the cattle and we're behind them. And so the situation that this creates for us here in just a minute is the cattle start kind of leaking out into the sagebrush or the brush that you're looking at once we top this hill. And we're coming down to that choke point with the culvert. So we really need them to stay on the fence and on the trail so that they don't drift out down the creek into that head of woods where I was hiking in the last episode. Cotton absolutely saves us right here. Once we get down to the culvert, we got to hustle down there, but he gets in the trees and kind of hurries the cattle out of the trees so they don't all drift up the side of that hill into that thick brush.
I think he did. Huh? Hey! Hey! You see Abby? Yeah. Oh yeah. How many we get, Abby? 35. How many? 35. 35? 35. Very good. Did you pick up any more on the way?
I had 12.
12? I picked up 22. That was 35 plus 12?
Yep.
Oh, so we really got 47.
Yep.
I was like, that don't add up. Sweet.